Whoa, hello!
And we're back.
Welcome back to me not sleeping. Can't sleep. Yeah, maybe because your boss told you your sister hates you.
You got hit on by, like, this
And
girl.
you got hit. That
was a banana.
Yeah. It was a banana.
It was just a banana.
I just can't get to bed. It might have been just walking a dog and cleaning up, but that was my first day on the job. I still feel a little on edge. Time passes as I lay awake, and since it doesn't feel like sleep is coming to me, I decide to try to game a little bit.
Tim, time passes.
Oh, God.
Listen.
Oh, no.
Every time I hear that.
No.
Oh, man.
Don't take me back to that.
I know, here comes the PTSD. I'm just kidding.
Nie Majo. Nie Majo and the end of the world. The game we're going to make a commercial release of. This is the script for it? The original? One of those. It's been a while and it's time to boot the old game up.
Here goes.
I pop out of bed and start my computer. I open the game up. Would have never played this if Kokoro hadn't recommended it to me. I start up a new game.
It just made me think of Dedicated Wham. You ever seen that video?
No.
That's another one I gotta show you guys.
I remember all this. There's this girl stuffed into a wooden box, and this is the scene where she's carried into Majo's castle as a gift. That's where the story begins. Nezuko? The small girl pops her out of the box. Small girl pops her out of the box. I did read that right. Okay.
That's a weird, yeah.
Which one's in the box then? Because clearly the small girl's the one in the box.
Now, it isn't made clear yet why she's been taken to the castle, but she's been offered up as a sacrifice to Majo. Or Maho, I don't know.
I feel like... Well, Maho just straight up means... Didn't we look this up last time? Because we were like...
Oh, yeah, it probably is Joe.
It is
because
Majo.
Joe is in... what is Joe is one of the ways to say woman in Japanese. So it's like Joe. Like, oh, yeah, Joe. That really... It's more like a Joe. But it's like, that's definitely harder than show.
Yeah, it's definitely got some zhuzh to
yeah,
it.
So, just call it.
And Ma is like demon, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. The witch looks at her with intrigued eyes and asks her name. Tell me your name!
Amazing, Tim.
Majo commands and the girl timidly answers.
My name is Shuka, my lady.
Shuka was the name of a small flower, one with red petals. They grew anywhere and everywhere. No one knew its true name, so it took on a basic one. Shu Red Ka Flower. A pathetic name, yet it presents a perfect opportunity. I shall grant you a new name.
A new name?
Majo sounds detached as can be, and Shuka is completely lost. Give someone a new name? Who could manage such a momentous task?
The Secretary of State.
From today on, your name is Nie. Yet the moment Majo called her name, the girl fell limp as if struck by lightning and could only stand in shock.
Whoa!
Majo looks at herself, satisfied, and continues.
Wow.
You have been born again anew. Redundant.
What do you mean?
The girl is still lost, and Majo laughs. She commands once again. Once again, tell me your name.
My name is...
After some hesitation, the girl furrows her brow and answers.
Nie, I think.
She gives the only possible answer. With her old name gone, the one she had been granted became her everything.
Now show me your birth certificate.
It says here you were born in Africa. You can't be president of the United States.
Oh my gosh!
This sacrifice won't work. Stupid gaijin.
It's only through a loophole that your mother was Hawaiian that you
no.
can be president.
It says here you smoked a lot of weed when you were an adolescent.
I thought the Japanese liked Obama. What's going on here?
Nia could not understand the meaning of the name Majo had given her.
Yeah, it just keeps getting worse.
Yet, though she felt no compulsion to win the witch's favor, she understood that now she was Nie. Names bear a great and terrible meaning in this world. Names are granted by God, which in turn decides the fate of the named. Actually, they're granted by Mom and Dad. Yet Majo had bent God's laws to her will, granting the girl her new name. In that moment, her fate had changed. Nie, as her name had suggested, became the wizard's sacrifice.
It's a rough universe if the witch can bend God's will. I have a problem if your universe doesn't have an omnipotent God, you know what I mean?
A success! A touch too obvious, I'd say, but I cannot complain.
What do you mean?
As Majo nods to herself, Nie launches a timid question. In high spirits, Majo lets out a casual answer. You are Nie, a sacrifice granted unto me. Therefore your life, your body, your soul, even your name, all now belong to me. All is my property.
I wonder what will break first, your spirit or your body.
I know, it's slowly turning into Bane and it's incredible. Because at first...
For you...
At first I was going to count and be like, you reminded me of the Fates from Hercules, those ladies, but now it's turning into Bane.
Oh, God.
Property!
A slight red comes over her cheeks. Shuka, a red flower. A common, worthless being noticed by none. What was more, she could not love. She could not love and she could not be loved. Such was the curse of the name. Before, there was a thin barrier between the girl and the world. Thin, but unbreakable.
What?
No.
You see, I don't know what you thought of, but I'm literally thinking of, the membrane of, a cell. I'm like, semi-permeable.
I was thinking of a membrane, too.
Oh, cool. Well, that's oh, no. Never mind.
This game is bad.
I was thinking of biology. Okay, you probably were too, I bet, right?
No.
Okay, molecular biology.
Yet the witch broke it with ease.
I hate it.
I hate it here too, don't worry.
By saying the girl was her property so boldly.
I am Nie.
She looks like she's old.
She probably is.
Well, she is going to be a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Need that virgin blood.
Yep.
Nie quietly whispers the name she had been given. This was an admission of her bondage, yet at the same time, she knew she was desired by someone for the first time in her life. A cause for joy.
Didn't we put this game on to try to help fall asleep? Was that what it was, or...?
No, she's playing it because she can't fall asleep, so she's doing research, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I click on the game screen, reading through the story of Nie and Majo. What would become of these two later?
Hopefully a platonic relationship.
Hopefully nothing that would be frowned upon in the eyes of the law.
Or, yeah, incriminating,
Remembering the tragic ending, I find tears coming on, and yet I press on, eager to continue the story. Nie was at a loss at first, being made into Majo's sacrifice. A newly given name, life in a completely foreign land, and on top of it all, the fearsome Majo, said to have monsters at her beck and call. Since she'd lost her original name of Shuka, Nie had lost some of her memories. Still, her natural cheerfulness hadn't faded. The witch's mansion was far too large to live in, and Nie, being the hard worker that she was, cleaned it up all by herself. She cooked delicious meals for her as well, even though Majo didn't care much for dining. Eventually, the two started to spend their time in peace. Eventually, I don't know how much time had passed, but as I click through the game's prose, drowsiness sneaks up on me.
She's like, this game's a yawn fest. Yawn.
I look at the clock. It's pretty late, and I should really rest up for tomorrow.
I'll wrap things up here.
I close the game and turn off my computer. Then it's off to bed. I feel like I'll actually be able to sleep this time. My consciousness fades in and out, flickering like a dying bulb.
Damn.
And right before I'm down for the count, a thought strikes me. Kokoro left this dorm right as I moved in. Does that mean that this used to be her room? I mean, there's definitely the possibility that isn't the case, but it does make me feel a little less alone, like there's some warmth here. Setting aside the fact that she's avoiding me. Good night.
Hey, good night.
I didn't dream of the forest that night. Instead, I dreamed of Kokoro. A memory of back when we were young. The scene was the two of us holding hands running through the grass of the neighborhood embankment.
Oh.
Who was young Kokoro?
I don't know. I don't know. It's not me.
Come on, Ai, faster! You're so slow, Ai! Hold on tighter! Don't let go! I woke up with tears in my eyes.
My little sister was a Muppet. Whoa!
Guys, come back next time. What a great little stopping
Is it the
point.
end of a chapter?
Maybe, yeah. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Does it just jump back in? Okay, good.